Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal.
Okay, good evening, Liberians, even wherever you are joining us from. This is the program Good Evening Liberia on Focal Online TV. It's such a pleasure to be here uh, after much interaction during the course of the week. It's actually good to be back here on the biggest platform in District 18. It's such an honor to be here. For those of you who are watching this next podcast, keep sharing our live video. Keep sharing our live video. Keep sharing our live video. Too many things to talk about in a country like Liberia. I may be aware there are a lot of things happening. Most importantly, the issues of war and economic crime code has taken another turn. It has taken another turn. The bed van shack, the global criminal justice uh, advocate, the woman who normally provides series of recommendations to Anthony Blinken, who is the Secretary of State, uh, the level of the at the level of the American politics is also, he has been providing. She has been in Liberia 2 different times. She wrote a particular letter, and from which Africa has a story about that. And this is what she said. This is what she said. She said, okay, she said, from which Africa said, U.S. Ambassador for Good Criminal Justice in an open letter emphasizes the need for Liberians to stand against impunity. U.S. Ambassador for Global Criminal Justice in an open letter emphasizes the need for Liberians to stand against impunity. You know, Liberia as a nation has always had this culture of impunity. To a large extent, there are lots of people who believe that the best way to restore dignity, to restore genuine reconciliations is to allow those who committed atrocities in Liberia to be able to account for those atrocities they have committed. So the TRC, a team of Liberian professional Liberians, those people who were being sponsored by the international community to catalog all of those informations that happened during the 14 years of senseless war that was fought into this country. Those people did a brilliant job, and they provided a recommendation to the Liberian people in its totality. If you actually look at the recommendations the TRC have made, and you try to assess as to how those recommendations have been put into full effect, we get to realize that all of the recommendations as enshrined within the TRC book has not been extremely prioritized. Let's speak about let's speak about the issues about the establishment of the expert tribunal. to try those information in your friend. So actually the terrorism report is a pocket document. It's actually a pocket document you need to read and extensively before you get to understand. But it's actually a very good instrument. And that instrument, I believe, is one of the best instruments we can use to inspire genuine reconciliation in this country. For too long, yes, I believe there are all Liberians who feel that this the issues about impunity in this country should be the culture of impunity that has lasted for so many years to come to an end. Yes, I do believe that the culture of impunity should come to an end. You understand? Because if you actually since 2003, the middle part of 2003, that was when the United Nations in Liberia came to Liberia, and they did a fantastic job in terms of disarming our brothers and sisters, some of those people who were influenced to fight war. You understand? They were influenced to do all of those things, but we are not discussing. We are not discussing. We don't have a long of time, but we have our guest. His name is Mohammed Conan. He is an employee of the Liberia Water Sewer Corporation, headed by his newly confirmed MD Mo Ali. You know, whenever you hear about Mo Ali, you talk about the Unity Party. For the last 12 years on Manatali, the name Mo Ali came to prominence into our body politics. And under George Weah's 6th year as president of the country, Mo Ali was one person who used to be in the vanguard, in the opposition, trying to fuel life or trying to reactivate the spirit of the Unity Party. You understand? The Mo Ali, the Cornelia Kratupa, and several other stars of the Unity Party. Those people were very, very committed. They were very committed, working tirelessly to ensure that the party does not, the party does not lose, does not lose its relevance. Yeah, you can talk about Henry Costa also. Costa played a very pivotal role, but to some extent, the role that Costa played, all Liberians believe that the role Costa played was very, very controversial. Yeah, because he was the one who had the idea of establishing the CPP, a framework document that sought to unite the opposition base. But at some point in time, Costa, the very thing he proposed, he went against those things. So those are key issues. So we have Mohammed Conan, who is our guest. So while we wait to have Mohammed Conan in our studio, let us entertain a quick break. When we come back, we will have with us in studio Mohammed Conan from the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. We were definitely asking what is the position, what capacity is he sitting in our studio, because sometimes probably his portfolio may has changed over the period of time, So we were asking all of those questions. So keep posted. Let's take a musical break. When we come back, we will definitely have our guests in studio. For those of you who are watching this live broadcast, keep sharing our live video. Keep sharing. We have been away for a short while now. The audience need to get accustomed to all. This is why you see the number of people watching. But keep sharing our live video. Keep sharing our live video. So
yeah. Christoph the King. I'm back on these egotistic politicians. I'm on my way now to reach it. See my dreams, all I see is diamonds and gold. But when I wake up, I see my people selling iron and coal. Ego, we're gonna control your soul. I thought they said I let control your reach, but how come my people are poor? When the government steal our investment, the government keep all our problem. It would be the J, the B, the K, the Lee, a whole kind of problem. When they call my mess, that embezzlement. They call my mess, people are problem. It would be the J, the B, the K, the Lee, a whole kind of problem. It's just the way that we live. My people still acting like graves. See, y'all need to change all that evil mentality. You won't receive, you must give. Let's change the way that we eat. Let's change the way that we think. See, I'm from the ghetto where kids not that wasted. If you can smoke, you can drink. I know you been to America, but I just came from Soweto. Cause that by easy, the living is hard, but we still survive in the ghetto. When the government mess that embezzlement, the government mess people are problem. I swear to God, who gonna solve them? I swear to God, who gonna solve them? When you get money, you all in your brabby, you jack out to have on your product. I stand for the girls and the boys in the ghetto, the ones with no money to eat, man. They spend millions of dollars on guns, stuck your way our infrastructures and loved ones. 9 out of 11 with crumbs. Where I'm about to raise up my daughters and sons. We need to switch it up, people. The way that we living is evil. The way that we living is evil. The way that we living is evil. I'm on my way now to reach it. See my dreams, all I see is diamonds and gold. But when I wake up, I see my people selling iron and coal. Ego, we're gonna control your soul. I thought they said I let control your reach, but how come my people are poor? When the government steal our embezzlement, the government people are problem. It will be the J, the B, the K, the Lee, a whole kind of problem. When the government steal our embezzlement, the government people are problem. It will be the J, the B, the K, the Lee, a whole kind of problem. I see no peace among all you politicians, but we got peace in the ghetto. All my people show me love. Yeah, we got love in the ghetto. They want you to how to do. The Bobby because by what they can do. You send your boys in my who? Excuse me, I'm talking to you. See how much you spend on your coat and your glasses like you don't even know the rules. See how many people are dying for hunger. See how much you spend on your shoes. Hey, wait. Someone please come and investigate. I done found out analysis. These politicians be changing their subjects and predicates. Everybody need a flex. Your citizens need a flex. Government will feed your boy in my ribbons. We ain't chilling with my ex. Everybody need a flex. Your citizens need a flex. Government will feed your boy in my ribbons. We ain't chilling with my ex. We need to switch it up, people. The way that we living is evil. The way that we living is evil. The way that we living is evil. I'm on my way now to reach it. See my dreams, all I see is diamonds and gold. But when I wake up, I see my people selling iron and coal. Ego, we're gonna control your soul. I thought they said I let control your reach, but how come my people are poor? When the government.
Okay, as I said to you earlier on, that we have our guests in studio. A few minutes while we're entertaining our quick break, a musical break. We have Mohammed Conan walking into our studio, and we have come to discuss principally the issues about the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations. So, Mohammed Conan, welcome to Focal Online TV, specifically the program Good Living Liberia.
Thank you very much. My name is Mohammed S. Conan. I'm employee of LWSC, headed by our dynamic Pastor MD Mo Ali.
All right. Well, let's dive into your. Let the audience know who Mohammed is. Who's Mohammed?
Mohammed is somebody who is married. I'm married, graduated from Zion. I graduated from Zion in 2003. I did criminal justice with an MSc in planning and administration, major, sociology, minor. I work at LWSC 2007, 2008. I graduated from seminary. I also served as chairman of the Council of Patriot Youth Wing for almost 1 year, 7 months. I resigned 2022. I resigned from the COP and I continue my private life, political life. I also served on the Rescue Mission National Campaign Team. I was appointed by Mo Ali, the current MD of Water and Sewer. I served as the deputy coordinator for the social media team, Rescue Mission.
The deputy coordinator for the social media thing. How long have you been working at Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation?
2 years.
2 years. So it means that you started working at the entity even before this new government comes into being.
Sure.
So let's talk about the water and sewer corporations. This particular entity for years then on the past regime has always been reduced. Some people complain that the water and sewer corporation has not been living up to its required responsibility. What do you think is responsible for all of those things that led to the entity being in the media for the wrong reasons?
Liberia fundamental problem is corruption.
Mhm.
You can. That is an old age problem about the nation as whole. But we have compounded problem at water and sewer.
If you talk about compounding problems, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about
Mhm.
multiplicity of problem
Mhm.
at water and sewer.
Mhm.
We have corruption one, we have incompetent people two, we have insincere employee three.
Mhm.
So all these issues were there, and the leadership was highly corrupt.
Oh, you been at the water and sewer for 2 years now. How, because you speak about the issues about having incompetent people at the entity. What are the process before one can go there? Because there should be a vetting process that qualify people to get employed at that particular entity. What the vetting process? Because we are speaking about incompetent
Listen,
people.
listen. CDC government didn't have any
Criteria.
criteria set
Mhm.
or procedure for one to be qualified
Mhm.
to serve in any public office. The only qualification be a citizen, be a red beret carrier, wear the blue t-shirt, sing their national anthem, they go Amanda away to, then you will get employed.
Those were the
Those were the
requirements
criteria.
at the time.
Yeah, there was a time, no competence, nothing. Just wear the beret, wear the blue t-shirt, sing their national anthem, Amanda away to, where and the way forward, a finish.
Mhm.
Nothing more than that. They have no procedure, standard procedure set. They only dump people into government places, no vetting process, no criteria set, no competent, no merit base. They only put people into places that have no technical know-how. That's how most of the entity and institution collapse on a year. Water and sewer collapse because we are incompetent and insincere people in power. Imagine when United Party government was leaving water and sewer.
Mhm.
They left water and sewer with 460,000 United States dollars
Mhm.
in the account with 1 year chemical, with 1 year fuel,
Mhm.
meaning that they will run the entity for the 1 year period, 2 years more, they will not buy fuel.
Yeah, 1 year
Fuel.
logistics were kept.
Okay,
Mhm.
very good. 1 year.
Mhm.
With 2 months salary. 2 months salary, the 460,000, 2 months salary. When CDC government was leaving power, they left with $9,000 $9,000
9,000
US. When they were taking oil, they met oil to 460,000 US. When they were leaving,
Mhm.
they left 9,000
What do
US.
you think is responsible for that?
They corrupted the entire institution that led to the fall and collapse of the institution.
Led to the fall and collapse of the institution. To what extent is the institution has been collapsed under the CDC-led government? Because I can remember when Guana Camara was the boss of that particular entity, that institution name was almost in the media, where it is not the issues about our workers demanding their salaries. It used to be some level of corruption scandal at that particular agency. To what extent has that particular institution been damaged?
They have been damaged up to 80 or 90%.
Mhm.
With their own repairing process. Because most of the thing, even infrastructure wise, the institution is somehow damaged. Infrastructure, administrative wise, it was. I'm telling you, when Donald was in, we have the issue of salary.
Are you saying these things because you have a relationship, a very cordial relationship
No,
with
listen,
with the new with the
no,
confirmed MD, or you are saying it because you are patriotic like you and you want to see your country move to another level?
Listen, let me tell you something, Mr. Toba. I was in the entity 2022. I never stopped talking. I never stopped criticizing. I never relent. I criticize and I put for recommendations. But they took it and play in the dustbin of history. And because they put our recommendation in the dustbin of history, now what can we win? Or we defeated we. Because we were some of the critical forces at the entity. That the way we running the entity is wrong. What is one need to provide service to the Liberian people? Service to the Liberian people. You can't call in the entity that was fundamentally balanced. Where you meant system step up. You meant where administrative procedure put in place. Then you undo that, you put amateur system in place. That led to people protesting for salary. That led to stealing of 98,000 worth of fuel that World Bank gave the Liberian government through LWSC. They gave it to us during the heat of COVID. That say in fact we have COVID and workers are not coming to work, and people sitting at home, the government has declared that people should go non-essential workers that they go sit at home, and we should do social distancing. People have to be home. So World Bank decided in their wisdom that we will give these people 98,000 worth of fuel to them so they can run a generator to constantly pump water. Guess what happened? They stole the fuel. The president suspended Donald Cameron and some of his code of officers because suspended. You see how cruel this guy was?
Or you been at the bottom serious. Sometimes you may have heard series of stories because with
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
And
it's happening for them.
And I made Donald Cameron and the guy, Alphonsus Gay, who just left the position.
Good.
How do you grade the two of them in terms of their performance, their overall performance?
Alphonsus Gay is better than Donald. Donald is one of the worst MD. Yes, one of the worst MD ever in the history of water and so. Donald did so many clandestinely. Donald destroyed the entity. Donald made the entity for higher to zero. Imagine when Donald was taking over, we had health benefit, health insurance. We had transportation allowance.
He eliminated all of those.
Everything we can do it. No transportation allowance, no health insurance. Our money are not being related to NASCO. Our benefit, if today we say we are resigning, we leave in government, there must be our social security form. Ghana didn't relate it to the account.
Despite the cancellation of all of those things that Ghana, what were the reception from the workforce?
The workforce, we were in captivity. We were in captivity. We were in jail. You can't talk. If you talk, you protest for salary. Imagine one time the workers got angry, they protest for salaries. Ghana sacked 139 employees because they demanded for salary. Ghana was one of the poorest MD ever in the history of water and so. Ghana sacked 139 employees. Just for what? Demanding for salary. We have worker union. The worker union at water and so was very strong. Ghana, destroyed it.
Okay, what are the good attributes that you grade that make you to grade Alfonso Gay over Donald?
No, when Alfonso Gay said short period of time. Yeah, Gay is corrupt. Gay killed one. Real vision. Gay killed real player. I met. Gay was one of my favorites. He was. Because when Gay spoke to us at Fiamma doing his takeover, he offered a real vibrant solution to our problem. But
was that proclamations during his taking over? Was it backed by action?
It was not backed by action. I can't there now. He make a fine pronouncement, fine a solution, and he projected it. And we all said, yeah, this man is bringing real change to the entity. After 3 to 4 months, he metamorphosed to something else. He became more corrupt too. Or else he keep a good intention. And as a manager or director or minister or any other position you go, if you are a leader, you're not allowed to fall to cartel. Because whatever is so we have cartel. Yes, we have cartel. And we will undo that cartel. Very soon.
You will undo that.
Yeah, Mo Ali will undo the cartel.
Mo Ali.
And some of can be in that place, the way they contaminated or Alphonse girl for them to contaminate Mo will not be contaminated.
You will not be contaminated.
That shoe
we will definitely get to. We will definitely get to Mo. Yeah. You have been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
And now that we have a new MD who is Mo Ali, a man who plays a very pivotal role during the just ended electoral process, and to some Liberians, the move or the appointment of Mo Ali would bring some relief to the entities in terms of its performance. What do you believe? If Mo Ali is to be successful at water and sewer in terms of living up to the rescue agenda, what do you think is needed?
The first thing Mo Ali can do what we call best administrative practice.
Administrative practice?
Yes, the best administrative practice. Do the referral thing. Whosoever is caught, be a family or relative, should be punished.
Don't you think you will fall prey to the cartel?
No, you can't fall prey to the cartel. Mo Ali is a principal manager. Mo Ali told me that the day he took over, water will be in the pipe. And saying he took over, the pipe had not gone dry. Water is in the pipe.
Water is in the pipe?
Yes. We pump water regularly between 8 to 12 hours a day. We pump million gallon of water a day. Same Mo Ali took over. Almost 15 days into office now. My bro, the entire Monrovia.
You talk about Mo Ali inheriting 9,000. So where is he managing the resources to have water placed in all of the pipelines?
Yeah, but to run water is what it's not difficult. How much you need someone to run water is what? To pump water. How much you need so much to pump water?
Generally, how much do you think the entity needs?
You buy fuel. You buy 500 or 1,000 gallons of fuel. It can carry you for some days. You pump water for some more period. We have Coca-Cola factory. We have beer factory. We have the American embassy. We have all these BB companies and water companies. They depend on water and sewer. But because of Ghana like a daisical, the insincere behavior in running the water and sewer, or how they call it, water and sewer, they led to these people having one borehole. Because we couldn't supply the water no longer. But at a stand, we gave him water.
That's the stand you are giving.
Yes, we're giving them water. All right, we're doing constant dislodging.
Yeah,
constant dislodging.
So, based upon what you are saying, that they, under the leadership of Duana Camara and that of Alfonso Gay, there could be some level of distrust within the general public about water and sewer. What do you think Mo Ali is doing to have the general public having that confidence in the ability of water and sewers to live up to their expectations?
By pumping water regularly and doing regular dislodging. You go to everywhere in Monrovia where we have water and sewer pipes running. We got water in the pipe. We're doing regular dislodging. No more feces on the streets. We have additional 2 trucks. Now, as I speak, I was in Fiamma. When I received a call that we need to appear on the show, full I left Fiamma. The 2 dislodging trucks were in a garage in Fiamma, and they are working on them because some of them kill a small problem. Maybe next week after them, or at the end of the month, they will be commissioned and we'll put them on the street. And most of these entities now will be supplying the water. We are repairing another vehicle. Ghana Camara are down there. Ghana Camara couldn't face for the cost of $300. You couldn't face it. Mo Ali said about a week ago now, the truck was taken to the garage, and the truck is now going 0 or I call it.
So sometimes when people try to evaluate the performance of Liberia Water and Sewer corporations, they also take into consideration the ability of the companies of the institutions, and the institutions' ability to collect the sewages. Many a times when you patrol Central Monrovia for several weeks, sometimes you see visible feces all along the road.
Yeah,
What
that's true.
does the new administration on Wally has a plan to tackle those issues?
You know, the issue with sewer is a very difficult issue. I'm going to be candid about that.
Yeah.
When they built the sewer line, about 50 years ago, the sewer line got constructed.
Yeah.
But it was built for 200,000 residents.
200,000 residents.
Because at the time, Monserrado was hosting 200,000 residents. But now, Monserrado County hosts about 1.4 million humans. So the sewer line is overstretching.
So you think overpopulation is
yes, it's a cause.
It's another major
factor. It's one of the major factors. Think that will pay for 200,000 maybe. It cannot easily sell 1.4 million. You'll be overstretching. That's what happens with the sewer line. The sewer line is overstretching. But we're not complaining because we have solution for it. The only solution for that is constant dislodging every day. You can't allow it to pass in 3 days because it can only hold the capacity of 200,000. So you can't allow it to go for 1 week, 2 weeks. So you will see feces on the street. So that's the only solution until we can construct new ones, new sewer line. We will manage for that. We will do constant dislodging, and we will not see no feces. But people with vision will have such a strategy, right?
Yeah.
But people with no vision will have no that strategy that happened on a previous regime. No strategy. So they couldn't easily figure out the solution. The solution is constant dislodging. When we were taking what we did all the historical study that the sewer line, 100% it was paid for. And two, people are paid on the sewer line. They are paid resident on the sewer line. The MDA is saying, since that is the case, we have to find solution. We have to bring it to the public attention, national government. Those are on the sewer line, let them move on the sewer line.
That's what would argue that's just a short-term plan. Isn't it that you guys have a modalities to tackle the long-term?
Yeah, we have solution. Yeah, we have the solution for it. But the one that is still in the short term, the short-term solution will make us have that foundation and we prepare for the long term. But you can't say right now you can't construct new sewer line. It will be capital intensive. It will worth $1 million. Not thousands, $1 million. We don't have that capacity as a country right now to build new sewer line. But they will depend on donors and other partners. We have the available now. No. So we have to bring it. What? Donor confidence. Because donor give you money, they will have confidence. Yes, the confidence is we should do regular dislodging and we should do regular water supply. They will say these people are serious. When we get our money, they will never and ever mismanage money. Now we have a new transmission line that the World Bank is constructing for us. We now will be migrating from the 36 to the 48, biggest side point. Now that 36 of in the country is very small and very old. It has so many leakages. So when the water count so many falls, it have so many leakages. So we use
reduce the supply.
The force. We did the force. What happened? We lose because the water that we supply, we lost about 80% of the water that we supply. We call it non-revenue because of those leakages in the communities and other places. So now we have about $12 million worth of what projects World Bank is undertaking for us. Hopefully, December of this year, December 31st of this year, we'll be having the 48 line transmission line for wet all the way to Chattanooga Farmer House or Chattanooga Farmer Resident, but you don't know about it. Wet plain.
Yeah.
For wet plain all the way to West Flower. 48, then water problem solved. We will be having water here.
Let's speak about this OH situations at water serious that most of the media entity, including the general public, the issues about salary. There has always been noise at that entity for salary. Sometimes we see workers or contractors at the agency protesting for demanding their salary. What is Mo Ali doing? Because if you want to have a vibrant institution, the workforce must be prioritized. What is Mo Ali doing to have the workforce prioritized in that particular regard?
I think maybe next week, 2 months salary will be ready. Or we after the campus.
You sound so competent.
Yeah, I know what I know.
Yeah, you know what?
What you know. January effect no salary will be discussed. We owe some of the because the past regime were doing criminal payment. The past regimes were doing criminal payment, meaning that the administration of Gay and the administration of Ghana Kamara were doing criminal payment.
What do you term as criminal payment?
You know what they were doing? They were paying. They were paying higher staff. People were directors. They were paying directors regularly, but low staff they were not paying them regularly. So the whole low staff were what in 9 months salary. 9 months salary. Those were bigger position, bigger title were paid regular. But what they did was they have us informed that the entity owed 9 months salary to 8 workers. Later we do realize it's not all the workers. You know what? No staff. We owe 8 months or 9 months salary. Now we're not going to easily take care of the area right now because we don't have financial powers. We don't have financial capacity right now. What we will do to make salary current, meaning that January, February, March, all the way to go, when we had our financial strength, then we'll start paying for back pay. We'll start processing the area that we institution owe. But at the extent, January and February will be paid soon. Then at the end of this month, March will be getting prepared. Maybe the following April we take March. As soon April end, we get April. The current salary will be up.
Is this trying to aim at reducing the growing tensions at the institution, or it is something intended to mitigate the kind of constraint the workers have been experiencing?
We do again. If you not pay people, you make the workplace a hostile terrain. Because workers are not happy and people are not happy, they do terrible things. Because you owe them, you're not paying them, you go home, they are under pressure for family member, relative, they no longer take care of home, they no longer take care of their home, family going to bed with hunger, some of them don't have respect at home, they give room to corruption. So we are saying, said that happen and old age problem at water and sewer, we will mitigate that under our administration. We're going to pay salary current for January upward salary will be current, and people will no longer be protesting for salary. But the only thing we will MD have stated clear, no double dipping.
No double dipping.
No value will be allowed to steal a cent. If you are linked, allegedly linked to other corruption, he will suspend you.
Allegedly.
Yeah, link will suspend you.
Will he not be trampling on the right?
No, you're not trampling.
Because you just said allegedly.
Yeah, when we say allegedly corrupt, meaning you're not guilty. But the fact is, there's a process of investigation. You must be suspended. You wait pending investigation. That is the best international practice. It's not illegal. If you are alleged of stealing, you must be suspended or you resign within it. So, say they're not willing to resign, they say that they didn't do the act. We suspend you. They're pending investigation. We just just suspended 5 individuals because we have quarantined about 30,000 worth of fuel scandal in the entity. Yeah, 30,000 worth of fuel scandal in the entity, and 5 persons have been linked.
5 persons
have been linked. Pending investigation.
How far is it? How far is the investigation?
The investigation is ongoing currently. This week they called them to the office. They have 1 or 2 inquiry about them. But investigation are process where what we say we investigation they are suspended 1 more pending investigation without any salary. If you are acquitted, we pay you 1 month, they reinstate you. Then we move on. But people must account of their deed. Look, gone are those days. People were taking, they played about GameStop already. Gone are those days. People were stealing the entertainment money, being ablos, being car, ordinary workers. Gone are those days. What we are saying now, we bring in real administration in place. People must get paid. People must get paid on time because they deserve to be paid because they did 1 or 2 work for us, and it's their entitlement to be paid.
Okay, sometimes when you listen to a lot of unity partisans, they always have this particular phrase that has grown so popular over the last few days. Has to do with no business as usual.
Yeah, no business
as usual.
Never.
What is Mo Ali doing in terms of going after or to retrieve those stolen resources that was siphoned by his predecessors?
That was the process I started by investigating. Right now, I told you we there suspended 5 person, right? Right? The next thing we're doing was personnel audit. Because we are so many posts on the payroll. They're doing personnel audit. 2 HR audit. 3, you have to be regular onto your working place and don't be linked to any corrupt act. You will be suspended. It may likely lead to your exiting the institution.
Exiting the institution.
Yes.
So let's what are the strategies? I'm more concerned about the sewage that you see, the small sewage system that you see oftentimes in central Monrovia, where part of our activity, the major activities of Liberians are mostly I am more concerned. Is there more Ali has a strategy to empower more Liberians in the wake of having those systems removed from what it is now?
Yeah, listen. We have a long-term and short-term plan. The only short-term plan we have right now is do regular dislodge.
Yeah.
2, we just have to provide a safe environment for our people. We can't be selling like water side. Look at how water side look on CBC. Amen. You can't buy water side, you have to know your nose. All these things cause health hazard. Because you have feces everywhere. And one person was sitting right on top of the people water side. Because from Ghana office you can see all over water side. When you stand in the office of Ghana back then, you will see all over water side. You will see the feces with your eye. But Ghana was poor. Ghana was not an administrator. He was a wicked man. But one Ghana day, Ghana say he don't care. He doesn't care. I mean, he doesn't care at all.
Speaking of the feces pipe, what is the new MD doing in the wake of addressing some of those feces pipe that do not have tap? Because those are
we'll get them tap. We talk about it. We will have to put tap because people are stealing it, carrying it to these people that can weigh iron, just to get money and smoke and do 1 or 2 things. We steal it, but this time we will do it in a way that we will put it and they will weather it. Because if they're happening regularly, people will go the sewage lamp, the sewage hole, the dislodging hole, they will take the tap, they go sell it.
Let's talk about the internal corruptions in the system. Sometimes inspectors or employees or employees or contractors of the Liberia Water and Sewer, sometimes they're supposed to go collect revenue from X, Y, and Z. Sometimes they go and collect the revenue, or they do not make the revenue collected from the street or from the customers to the rightful authority. What system is the new administration of the new MD in at providing at that particular institution?
So let me tell you, that will be curtailed very soon. Yeah, we have put mechanism in place. Our payment structure will be restructured. Our payment structure.
Are you guys thinking in?
Yeah, we're thinking outside the box.
Are you guys thinking in the direction to have your transfer interactions digitalized?
Yes, obviously we have to, because on Donna and France again, we saw so many fake receipts, so many fake receipts. We saw it physically. The institution was losing thousands of dollars. Some people got suspended on it. Some people came to the office with fake receipt issued by one workforce of the entity. That's what I said. We have cartel. But we have to destroy the cartel. Morally have to destroy the cartel. Morally deputy have to destroy the cartel.
See Bo Ali as a kind of person?
Yeah, you will destroy the cartel. Yeah, you will destroy the cartel. We have the cartel. The cartel must be broken down. It must be broken down. Look, water and sewer is not difficult to be managed.
Sometimes people say that whenever you hear about cartels, those cartels are within the workforce. Will he not be bothered by those things owing to the fact that those cartels, he met those cartels there? Obviously, he just have to live with the system.
No. We will not live with it. We won't do it. We won't do it. Like people deserve better. We say rescue mission. Everything to rescue. We didn't come to power to make the public worse than ever before. We came to rescue. And when you understand the dictionary meaning of rescue, you will do things rightfully on a rightful trajectory. Rescue means rescue, no rescue. When I say I'll rescue, I'm a rescue. I truly get rescue. Okay. So why anything that will lead on to rescue, what will do? And one of the things that will lead on to rescue, you will undo the cartel. We must destroy the cartel. We should put the administrative best practice. We ourselves should not be corrupt. We ourselves should do the right thing and make sure that the customer money that is paid, the money that we collect from customer enter in the account of the entity. Imagine some of the employees get their own customer base. Imagine that. Imagine an employee have his or own customer base.
Economic stream.
Yeah, customer base. So whatever is what pay, whatever is what not pay, he or she will still go to the customer base collect the money. $5,000, $4,000 put in your pocket. It doesn't care. But on more, all these things will be on ice. All these things will be on do, and the institution will receive what they deserve to receive. Individual will not steal money. If you think that you will count on more to steal money, you lie.
How do you see in the future the water and sewer if Muali should end 1 year as managing director at water and sewer? What do you see?
I see better water and sewer.
Better water and sewer.
Yeah,
better water and sewer in terms of what?
In terms of services.
In terms of services.
Better water and sewer in terms of services. I kept telling you, right, that same Muali took over. We are not very sure of water in the plant. Water is in the plant. Same Muali took over. We are not very sure of regular dislodging. We are very dislodging regularly. And it will continue until the 6 years elapsed. When we go for election, I think we'll win because the way we'll do, many people will join forces away and vote for us. The people continue. We'll honor best. We'll honor we are.
All right. Let's speak about the expansion process. Because sometimes the fact that we have water and sewer visible in Montserrat County does not mean that water and sewer is performing at the national scale. Is there a plan by the new MD or the new administration to further diversify the institutions into other political subdivisions of like?
Yeah, we have branches in all of
County,
Basso, Magibi, Lofa, Granjide. I think two other places. But to be fair, most of these stations are not functioning.
Most of these stations are not.
Yeah.
What do you think is responsible for that? The issues about electricity.
No, poor management.
Poor management.
Yeah. Poor management under the previous regime. When we were living, all these substations were functioning. They were generating revenue. As a salary issue was now gotten to one problem. We used to receive salary on time. We used to receive water. People used to receive water supply on time. Dislodge was on time. Allowance was on time. Transportation allowance was on time. They were receiving their health benefit. which is the health insurance they were getting it, and their or NASCAR money were related to NASCAR regularly. But on Ghana, everything got to zero. So we are saying we will carry water and sewer back to our glorious day.
Glorious day.
Yes, to our glorious day. We will carry water and sewer back to it. And make sure that water and sewer deliver his or her survey to the Liberian people. Thank God we come here had a 48 transmission now deliver, prepare and ready for us on the 31st of December. So water problem will not be no problem. Only thing now, long term that will be a long term solution of solving our water problem.
What do you have to Liberians who believe that water and sewer cooperation, in order for water and sewer to be very effective, it also need a need further assistance from LEC in terms of
I agree on that. Mm-hmm. We are in negotiation with LEC to give us dedicated land. Mm-hmm. But LEC was a challenge. Am I lying?
The issues of a power outage is responsible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we are entering negotiation with LEC to give us dedicated land. But LEC was a challenge. So how they will be solve our own problem? They can't solve their own problem. We are refusing to solve the problem, but we have engaged LEC to help our power. But LEC was a challenge. Mm-hmm. They can't want to sell their share of power that other people will sell. If you are not to that LEC or you're lucky to have LEC at it, maybe you're lucky to have LEC. Maybe. But I'm telling you, LEC was a challenge, you know. Power outages. They do low shedding. We quarantine today, we'll go 3 days, kind the next day, this and so LEC was a challenge. But LEC the best solution for us. If we have a stable LEC, we'll have a stable water supply. It will help us to reduce our expenditure when it comes to buying fuel to run the generator. Because to run a generator is costly, to be fair. I'm told every day they use 80 gallons.
I'm told that every day they use 80 gallons.
No, they use more than 80 gallons. They use more than 80
Let's talk about the purification process of the water.
Yeah.
What are the strategies they use to purify water?
But they got a chemical. They got, I think, 2 different types of chemical, but I'm not.
You are not the expert in that.
In that particular, I'm not a chemist. But how they say you get an H2O chemical, and then they have the aluminum chemical, all these chemicals they have it in stages. Yeah, the chemical are in stages. High quality, you pay more money. Low quality, you pay low money. But we're giving the people good quality of chemical. Our people drinking the water, their stomach are running because we're using a proper chemical to prepare the water for it to be pumped in the pipe and delivered to our people. But on Ghana, if you go pump water in this time, water was not purified, water was not processed. If you go bring the water to those other side of them, imagine how pure Ghana was.
All right. Some people are arguing that the issues, in order for this particular institution to all be vibrant, for us to meet the expectations of Liberians, the issues about capacity building among Liberians is also among Liberian people at that particular institution is also key. Is the MD looking in that directions of probably creating scholarships to have Liberians prioritize? Probably they can go out of the country and go and acquire skills that they can come back and contribute to the growth of the institutions.
What I call it? LWSC is a play of donor attraction.
Donor attraction, yeah.
Donor attraction. LWSC is a play of donor attraction. We attract donor based on our performances. Under the previous administration, the donors turn their back on us because our performances were poor.
Is it that you got, because sometimes when donors want to give you their money, you should have a well-organized system in place to ensure that you meet their standards.
Very good. Under the previous administration, it wasn't that. No standard. Set. Everything will get done out of procedure and orthodox way. But under the new administration, we're going to standardize everything. We set standard, we do everything with administrative best practice or practices, so we can have donor funding When donor funding come in, donor will help us to take employee to other country for study, to expand themselves, to buy chemists, to have other field of study, how to run the entity. But at a stand, that is now a major focus now. But is there a part of the plan? It is part of the plan.
All right. So I think we have discussed more about LWSC. Let's start to engage in some of the political issues in the country. Over the period of time since Joe Walker took office, the issues about his one fundamental 100 days commitment to the when people after he won after he was being announced by the National Elections Commission. What do you think? Do you have confidence that Joe Walker is going to live up to his 100 days promise?
Yeah. It is achievable.
It is achievable.
Yeah,
with no visible actions.
No action are better.
Today marks exactly 2 months since Joe Walker took office.
Yeah. Okay. We got another 1 month. Maybe you're not seeing the visibility of action. You're seeing it. It is achievable and will be achieved. Wait. In the release that when a car hits, you got told you to talk about. But we tell you that the process is ongoing right now.
You believe that he will be finished?
Yeah. It's a straightforward man. He will do it. 100 days. He promised that no car will miss on major road because this like putting their bid one for one. On major roads, no car will hit. Now rule lead to your boss or your car is to say that major road move. The man say major road. For your counter and major road. For your local and major road. For your poor and major road. For your in southeast and major road, right? This I will talking about. So West I ongoing car will not hit. In the next 100 days, we will sort that problem.
In the next 100 days. So you express optimism that
that
is achievable. Let's talk about some people believe that when Unity Party was in opposition for the last 6 years, they spoke against the fact that people were president. We have made an attempt, former president, we have made an attempt to strip people of their petty positions. Now sitting in the driver's seat, President Joseph Walker, he is now driving the affairs of the country, and some of the appointment he made up, he appointed those people into some of his nominees into tenure position, or even those people who he appointed to replace those people who are currently occupying tenure position. Tenures have not yet expired. Some people say that the president was proceeding wrongly. Some people say that the president has the authority to do that. Ben Shuben Keita, who is the president of the also cited the issues about Article 56(8) of the Constitution that talks about the president have the pleasure, all those people who work in government work at the will of the pleasure. What do you make as a Liberian citizen? What do you make of the president's action?
Let me tell you. There are 3 institutions you cannot judge according to the Liberia Constitution. Nobody can tell you what people are acting upon through their tenure position. These 3 institutions are GAC, National Election Commission.
But the president went for garrison.
I'm coming. I said 3 institutions cannot judge as president because these institutions were created by the Constitution of Liberia. GAC,
General Auditing Commission,
National Election Commission, Civil Servant Agency, CSA, they were created by what? The Constitution of Liberia. You can't touch it. But all other constitution, all other tenure can be. Beyond that, this is set of precedent.
What was the presidency?
If you can recall, you can remember the current head of the Action Recovery Team, Edward Martin. He was at NPCC, right? And the detained his position.
Yeah, the detained.
And the man went to court, and the Supreme Court said, insofar the President William submitted a bill to both parties to undo your tenure position, it is legal to do it because they have power to put life in it, and they have power to take life from in it.
And
that was the ruling for Supreme Court. That The horse, the both horses, the lower horse and the upper horse have power to put life into turning position and then have power to take for turning position. So when President we are submitted a bill to the lower horse and the lower horse pass the bill, the upper horse could call it. Could call. The upper or the lower horse, they deal turning the position and he was thrown out of his office.
And one of the decisions from the Supreme Court,
and some people who said it was legal.
Yeah, the Supreme Court mandated the government to pay for his unexpired years.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
They did.
And they pay. Okay, fine. What can we pay? If we say Peter and Paul, they have to leave. And they leave their position. But there are conditions attached. There are conditions attached.
Yeah,
if we remove you without any joining one cost, like they did to Cloud Mountain, we have to pay you. But if we remove you because of God, because you violated telling law, telling law, you violated the office, you can't be paid. Garrison, who was Garrison?
Garrison, okay, Garrison,
was to good government officers. Yeah, for good government. Yeah, you were there. He was the good government as the director, right? And the law say do not participate in active politics.
But some people believe that it shouldn't be Joseph Walker's going after those people.
Why?
But it should be the office of the ombudsman who is clubbed with the responsibility to actually do that.
No, you're misinterpreting. Every appointee survive through the directive of the president. You know what? The directive of the president. So you post stop misleading the people. Ambruma is there, I agree. It hasn't been created.
But who regulates?
It hasn't been created.
Who supervises the 10 officers?
Maybe the Ambruma, but Ambruma hasn't been created. They haven't been a well structure. There's a law to create an office of Ambruma. But it hasn't been one created. So the president still have the authority to fire whosoever that want do work outside their work ethic. And what?
Now that there is a prohibition, or there has been a state order on that particular issue, do you think that government would definitely come up with a flying colors?
Yeah, no argument about that. But you didn't see Garrison Yoru campaigning for CDC?
Although it was visible, but
then you will go. It will go. It can't ban it. That's a fine. We're not doing anything illegal. We're not witch hunting. We're using the law legally. We are not gerrymandering the law. We are using the law legally. The law said, don't do that. When you do that, you will be punished. And you delay, you will be punished. We don't wish hunting anybody. Everybody saw most of these people that we are about to replace. We saw them campaigning for we are second 10. Well, our enemy can for 10 position. Well, many people didn't see that as issue. That was not issue by them. They created didn't see that as issue. They created this as violation. But we're using the law to correct their wrongs. That why are they? It is wrong. People must be replaced. Because people might do the same thing to Wakai if you are with him. If I wait for re-election 2029, people join the street and campaign. Then president have been said, if you're not election. Then there's no need for them.
What do you have to say?
Then you are just
what do you have to say to all Liberians who believe that the action of the president is a witch hunt?
I've tried to tell you that it's not a witch hunt. The action of the president is legal, expeditiously, well taken, illegally observed. Those guys must essay because they violated the tenure position. No.
This guy was S6 because they violated the tenure position. So let's go through other important talking points in our country. Over the last few days, the issues of the war and economic crime code has since surfaced as one of the potential arguments overshadowing almost all of the political discussions in our country. Some people believe that, some Liberians believe that for too long, the recommendation of the PRC fundamentally, the one that has to do with the establishment of the extra tribunal, that particular recommendation has not been put into full effect. What do you make of Liberians in America, in Liberia, who are definitely some peering the call for the establishment of war and economic crime?
No, let me tell you something. I support the war and economic.
Why do you
100 people will account for their deeds. You listen, you can't keep 250,000 in one billion. Don't be cruel. Let's be realistic. And you more for one. Let's be realistic. And have a you more pity for once. You get 250,000 of your population. 250,000. You ruthlessly kill them, senselessly kill them, exterminated them. Popping people in the stomach. Yamo. When people are walking by there on that, yeah, escape the war I went to. I know what I went to. But I'm told people used to bet. Robbers used to bet for people that coming. In that woman's stomach, like vulture, we don't want to like get child, they put money when a woman can they get tear the people in the stomach. You want to put to go eat it? No. You put desert without any society.
Some Liberians believe that. Some Liberians believe that the issues of the war crime code we should just forget about this whole thing and focus on progressing our countries.
How will you progress when people briefing? How will you make progress with briefing? Because you're not affected by the war. Don't we say? Because anybody that
those are the opinions of the people.
Let me tell you. Anybody that pushes that silly reasoning, they are poor and they are not willing to be human for once. Because if you are affected by the war, you will not make such a silly statement and move on. Move on for what? When people are grieving, when you kill somebody power right in front of their eye, when you rape somebody mother right in front of their two eyes, when you rape somebody wife right in front of the person, then you telling us we should move on. Move on for what? Say we're moving on. 1990. And that's not our problem. Look at the country. Look at how we inherited the country. Everywhere we see one there because people have become addicted to killing. They have become ambitious toward weakening.
Are you frustrated over the fact that one of the people who participated in the atrocities that went on in this country? I still enjoy the beauty of our
country. That one of the reasons I support the war crime. One of the reasons. When they do wrong, they have under the canopy are protecting my people, are protecting my people. That's what they do when they do wrong. And when you talk about war crime, you hear them crying, whoa. But when you are exterminating your friend, you know, they may beg for mercy. You didn't yield to the man.
Let me ask you this thing. During the 2020 just ended presidential and general elections, we all saw how the electoral process went here. We saw how Prince Johnson played a very pivotal role. Prince Johnson is one person who has been outlined in who has been labeled in that particular report. To some extent, Prince Johnson has since been expressing his frustration, his disapproval regarding the workers' action or workers' attitude towards the call for the war in economic crisis.
Should I ask you a question?
No.
I'm there with you. Should I ask you a question?
No.
Should you abort the war crime for the sake of freedom?
No. It aborted, but I'm just posing because those are concerns from Liberian people. Some people are exploiting the call for the establishment of the war crime code for as a tribalistic game. So where do we stand? Some people say that Baka would be showing ingratitude. Should he happen to establish the code in Liberia?
Where is the ingratitude?
We also have Prince Johnson play a very pivotal role during the process.
We say Prince Johnson said they killed the Mali, right? And then he said, I saw Prince Johnson last week. He said he went to talk about the Mali group, especially at the routine massacre at church where the massacre at the Peter routine church. He said it. That he went to talk about the death and the people the victims of the war, the Liberia that got killed. When according to him, that when he never killed him, I think he wants justice for them. Because he wants justice for them. How you will get a put justice?
What did you say to Prince Johnson because for each time he gave an establishment of the war and economic crime, he started. What do you have to say to him?
Maybe their own shadow, huh? I don't know. But previously said Nimba was victim of the war.
Mm.
And we want to get Nimba justice.
Mm.
Why previously briefing? Why you crying? Then you're not sincere. Because he said Nimbalians were killed. That one brought into the war to protect Nimba. So those that were killed, they need justice, right? And those that killed them, they must account, they must face the full way of the law, right? So we say, okay, we bring in the war crime, those that killed in Mali to account for their deed. So justice can be sent to the dead. What is wrong with that? But every year you can't already say they killed in Mali, they killed in Mali. We want to kill those in Mali that were killed. We want to give them justice. You're crying. Are you sincere or are you contradicting yourself? Who's going to fall to Prince Justice Jimmy? You're not going to fall to Prince Justice Jimmy. Walker is not targeting the Prince Justice. Prince Justice is targeting the Walker. But Walker is not targeting the Prince Justice alone. Walker is targeting what? All those that committed atrocity against Nigeria.
What do you have to say to Yaya Nimlan, who has a different view? He said the war crime code should be established now. There are lots of other issues that those workers need to cater to, particularly has to do with the bread and butter issue of the Liberian people. What do you have to say to?
Everything, good money after a value. Because like your environment is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I will not see you person of investor.
So you do.
I come in.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that can give investor confidence is what justice, rule of law, security. You can't have gangster parallel as a state. There's ready to build a multi-million company. When you see borders, when you see killers becoming senator representative, you think investor will come? You think other country will take us serious? You think billionaire will come invest in? So we will protect few people for the country to remain stagnated. What kind of cruelty is that? You will protect few group of people for the country to remain stagnated for 1 or 3 person. Business 5 million human beings should suffer, or 5.5 million human beings should suffer. Does that make sense to you? Work code is a matter of what we need. If worker fail to push for it, we'll push for it. And we'll continue. We've been in a vanguard for one economic.
What about the latest action from the lower house? 49
members
49 members of the lower house are facing their secretary to that particular resolution.
Yeah.
What does it amplify?
It amplifies like where they wanted the time of the cultural utility. And we have serious people in the local already. And what they tell you, yeah, the serious.
Can you predict the Senate actions regarding the war?
Yeah, it might be a bit complicated at the Senate. It might be a bit complicated.
What do you think? What is responsible for the complications?
Because we have Prince with They are two powerful senators, especially Prince is a powerful senator. You can't tell that we're in the Senate for almost 20 years plus. Almost 20 years, almost more than 18 years plus. We've been in the Senate. That tells you that how powerful Prince is. But nevertheless, no matter how it's still up, the Senate will pass it. President Walker will sign it. All those that committed, they have again a bill will be apprehended. They will face the law. You go, you acquit yourself. If you fail to acquit yourself, you face the full weight of the law.
Let's talk about the possibility of the court being established in Liberia, even though there has been a more definite stand about. Initially, we heard that a court was to be established in Ghana, but when Bear Vanisha came to Liberia, she said that the court would definitely be established. Let's talk about the possibility of the court being established in Liberia. Some Liberians feel that establishing the court in Liberia would be very dangerous.
Why?
The fact that we do not have the capacity in terms of security and other issues. What do you make of those things?
It's very easy to establish. Use the local courts.
The local courts?
Yes, the power. Yeah,
do you think the local court is of international standard? Because they are talking about international. This is war crime, and it should be in accordance with international standard.
I'm saying use the local court. Legitimize them. Give them the authority. You can use it. You get the authority to prosecute, to hear cases of war economic cases. 1. 2. international community can provide security.
Mhm.
They can form your army, they can form your police, and they can equip them with equipment, and we will make thousands of dollars for it. There will be high level employment. It will be a room for job. Our lawyer will make money. So you want us to form it then? Sierra Leone, small country like Sierra Leone handle theirs.
Mhm.
Why we can't handle ours? We fighting war, you do. We got to get any capacity to go war. They have to get any capacity to do more. But be more. You got no capacity to bring any war. Yeah? No war coming in the country. No more. We tired. No more war in Liberia. War will never come in the country again. Say, I say, we tired. But we have to set precedent that the next generation after will say, yeah, people that care about people, because everything will be written down in history. They got punish and last. Even though just a delay, but just say will serve 9 minutes. Even though a delay, it will be served. The pre-just you, the nimble, the whosoever, the job will whosoever, the damatio, the woo, wow, all of them got to go at home. We got to end the country with impunity, my brother. We can't run the country like this. People die, people suffer. It's because of war, men or poor today. Am I lying? It's because of war we're talking about water in sewer today. Because of war we're talking about 100 days of rule. 100 days. Because of war we're talking about our broken agriculture. Because of war we're talking about our electricity issue. Because of war we have health system broken down. Because of war we have JFK unfunded. Because of war we have our low budgetary allotment to UL. I'm told that we need to have funding students. Why we can't go back to our better days? Let's keep our people. Sierra Leone is a Syrian country. Sierra Leone is one of the countries in the region respect Sierra Leone. Right after the war, all those that participated in Sierra Leone war, they faced the full weight of the war.
Are you disappointed over the fact
I'm
that
over.
Liberians,
I'm disappointed.
those who participated in the war are still into our politics?
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Mhm.
Because it's not solving our problem. It's further compounding.
Mhm.
Now what be Liberia brave to kill disease. Right? People came for common. People came for what? For common.
Mhm.
Because we have this set precedent. Because we have warlords as senators. We have warlords as representatives. We have warlords as ministers.
Mhm.
We have warlords vying for the presidency. Imagine Premium vying for the presidency. Imagine Chancellor that chaos will make him president. Imagine Damati Kone all vying for presidency. No, enough of this calamity. Enough of this delay. I support the work and must come. We take that debate everywhere. Thank God we have our organization. The one thing will come and start pushing, making sure we put national government feet to fire. We need to work people. The Nimbalian they killed 1990, they deserve justice. We have Nimba massacre, Nimba atrocity. We have the looting church massacre, looting church atrocity. We need justice. People must be punished. People must account for their deeds.
Okay, folks, we have with us in studio Chicharito Mohammed Conan, an employee of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporations, and we have been discussing about a wide range of national issues. Initially, we started with the Liberia Water and Sewer, and we have extended our Patagon to other critical national issues. You heard him; he say he remains is very strong supportive factor to the call for the establishment of the war and economic crime court in Liberia, and he is doing everything positive to amplify his voice, urging the president to definitely adhere to the establishment of the war and economic crime court in Liberia. So let's go over a couple of things. One of the newest talks in the country has got to be the issues of security, providing security to the ex-president George Weah. Some people say that the president does not, it is not constitutional. Some people say it is not by law. It is left with the president's discretion. CDC CDC Secretary General Jefferson Koji has been one person who said that he is mandating Joseph Waka, who is the president of the country, to provide security. He made a definite amount of UPS officer that he is suggesting that the president should assign. What do you make of all of those controversies? An argument from the ruling angle, an argument from the opposition angle, particularly the CDC.
I think 3 or 4 years ago,
Mhm.
we are saying we should buy CCTV camera,
Mhm.
right? I think forgotten that we need to buy CCTV camera. When Gifty Lama and Abba Peter died, what we are saying they were both of effort. He undermined the investigation matter. He distorted the investigation.
Mhm.
Nobody had been killed saying we took over mysteriously. We gave fast security. Who targeted we? We have been living in this country. Nearly everybody loves me. As him up because he play football for us. Everybody not loving to be with their leader. We democratically change we.
Mhm.
Why we have to get 38 security?
What do you think is responsible for which the CDC, the former ruling party, is making all those noise about protecting President Weah?
The news to us.
He cited the issues at the
CDC
Rabat International Airport,
CDC
where he was denied from using the VIP terminal as one of the reasons upon which they are calling for an increased number of support for their president.
CDC, the best thing CDC can do
Mm.
is noise. And the good in opposition when they are in ruling, rather than ruling position.
Mm.
That are best play the end. So you have penalty for CDC. And also they are still traumatized from
Is the government bothered about the noise?
For why? For what thing? CDC was ruling. We were now bad border because we knew CDC were being defeated on the 20. We are defeated or constant like on nothing stand. Nothing could change. Even you, if you are carrying you again we are I might have made force the way we did for Boka, we are still defeated. We are vulnerable to defeat. You can have people cheering missing. There is will be everywhere. 3 boys gone missing. You can have 8 auditors die in 10 days. There is will be everywhere. You can have around or 25 million more for SSR to carry to West Point, Nikuta, Kravata, Ikeke. They will see how we are really related. You can have about 30 million naira COVID relief package. Be packaged to civilian and being sent to civilian homes and rest business civilian home, personalizing and making a weird project. They will see how we are really related. So benefit. You can't see whatever going on pay for months. They will see how we are really related. You can't see whatever being marginalized to workplace. They will see how we are really related. How can that be possible? We are vulnerable to defeat. Who's going to give we are 20, 25 or 38 or security personnel? For what? And you say we should buy CCTV camera. Let we about on the fast. Let you buy on the fast CCTV camera. You post on your share, you post on your car, you post on to your house, to your door, a bathroom. And now you told us,
the former president, he needs to be respected.
We not citizen. When we not citizen, did we give Manaseri 25 security personnel? Did we give Joseph Bogai 15 security personnel? And you told Bogai Jowia, I call it former president, to buy CCTV camera. And we are told you to buy CCTV camera.
Will not be vindicated.
Why the vindicated ask for it? You say go do the one. I thought you used to go do it now. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with it. We are saying we should buy CCTV camera. We'll get we are 25 CCTV camera. We not give it on the fast security. The fast security again, we will take it.
All right, so we are in conversation with Mohammed Chicharito Conan. He's such a kind of interesting guy. He's such a kind of interesting guy. He said the government will definitely provide 25 CCTV camera for ex-president George. Yeah. And so let's talk about the budget. There has been several slides in the national in the prepared draft budget. Some Liberians some Liberians
quantify it.
Some Liberians opinion that it is actually on the footing of the rescue agenda. What do you have to say about it?
Yes, that's the best budget Liberia ever had in recent years.
Why do you say so?
Because you saw the slash. The president office was wrong. President budget and the Minister of State for President, Minister of State for President Affairs was wrong on million.
Is it
How many million?
Is it an initial?
Wrong on 20 million.
It is an initial.
Now
it is an initial.
$9 million.
President, like when people are in a continuous process.
Listen, $9 million. The both horses, the lower horse and the upper horse, was wrong on what they call it, $67 million. You reduce it to $38 million. You listen?
Yeah, I'm listening.
The speaker budget was $2.2 million. Now it is $1.6 million. The deputy speaker was $1 million. It is $500,000.
Let's talk about those areas he diverted or he reallocated.
The Senate protein is now I think $1.3 million. I think before it was I think 2 million dollars, but now it's $1.2 million. What you want? At the best point, no wasteful spending. We increase the budgetary allocation for UL from $30 million to $10 million. Agriculture from $4 million to $9 million. Health increase. Education from $90 to $98 million.
It has been. Let's talk about the health, particularly. Let's talk about the health issue.
Yeah.
It was glaring during the just ended election. We saw a lot of the health workers showing massive support to Joseph Boakan's presidential bid. Is it intended to appreciate them or to show gratitude to them for their support to?
Beyond about showing gratitude is about making the entity better, the health department better, the health institution better. Any funding, it can. That means the only place where government officials can go to hospital in Liberia, the only country where our own government officials, when they are here or storming running, they want to go to Ghana. This is what I say. We have to make the place better. We can't continue this.
That is the interpretation.
Yes, we put more money there. They made the place better. I don't have to go Ghana for treatment. I can put that money in the health sector. If I was going to pay 10,000 in Ghana, I can't pay 3,000 here. They treat me again well.
What do you say to Liberians who say by increasing the health budget is not just it's not just tied to the effectiveness, but there are other stringent monetary policies that need to be instituted in order for we to have a revamped health sector. What do you say about those things?
Yes, we have they are right. You can't just give the bulk money. You have to monitor it. We make sure the services are delivered. We say the health sector have been underfunded. Now we are funding the health sector. Based on that, you must provide the service needed. People should be treated. People should not die for curable diseases easily now in Liberia. Even though death is unavoidable, but people should get a proper treatment. Before, even paracetamol wasn't in hospital. Even chloroquine wasn't in hospital. Even aspirin wasn't in hospital. You go there, they will write it down and say, go to the pharmacy and buy it. Or not Joseph Wakai, you will not go to the pharmacy to buy drugs. When you go to the drugs, you go to the hospital. When they check you, they will give you the drugs. If they will give you treatment, they will give you the injection. Either treatment, they will not take go to the pharmacy and go buy the drug, or go buy injection, or go buy tablet. Because we are providing the funding for them to purchase all these things, places in a various hospital across Liberia, make sure our people receive the proper treatment.
Make sure our people receive the proper treatment. Let's talk about your own organizations where you play a very pivotal role. To some extent, Liberians. There is no Liberians who have been consistently following the national politics. We say we do not know about the COP. The COP. How is the COP?
COP is there practically. Just like destroy COP. And we all are frustrated about it. Because COP was part of our life. We saw COP as the bridge between the people and the government of the day. But Kosaki his ego.
Do you have a plan to revitalize the COP or even establish an alternative organization?
Yeah, we have a plan to establish an alternative organization, not COP. COP cannot be resurrected
Why?
because it's there. You know, it's there. It can't come back.
Some people, someone could argue that COP is not practically there, but there is need for rebranding.
How you go repress COP? We have poster in the COP. How will you rebrand it? You can reprint COP. COP is there. The only thing you have to push for an alternative that will serve as a bridge between the government the government and the people. We funded COP with the so popular advocating for Nigerian people
Mhm.
and making sure the national government do the rightful thing and deliver on their promises. We did the first 4 year COP was funded 2019, right?
Mhm.
And,
Yes,
and
sure.
we did a famous group protest. From there, we did January 6th. From there, we pushed the government on so many things. Government failed to some of these requests that we made. Government agreed that yes, we have to support to some of the demands from the COP, which the government did. But when the head of the institution became egotistical, became overwhelmed and with his
That
quest
really
for
in terms
power,
of the
started throwing the interest above the interest of the institution. It led to many people leaving the institution. Even leading to 2023 election, more people left because Kosa wasn't listening. Kosa became so adamant. Kosa became unreasonable. How can we say we are power? Right? We are power. For 5 freaking years,
Mhm.
5 years, 11 months, one more month to make it 6 years, right?
Mhm.
We say we are power. We are is a cataclysmic disappointment. I want the obvious thing of Costa.
Mhm.
Cataclysmic disappointment. We are was a cataclysmic disappointment or cataclysmic failure.
Mhm.
We are unique around our leadership no longer. We should get rid of we are. We are is the cause of the Liberian people. We are is the cause of Liberia backward.
Those were the
We are
sayings.
what yes,
Yeah,
we are was a cause of the influence of drugs.
Mhm.
We are was a cause of having multitude of Zobo. We are was a cause of having multitude of Monsieur deaths.
Mhm.
And we said it, and these were the issues that we fought for the people for.
Mhm.
We fought the national government.
At some point in time, Joseph, he
I'm
supported.
coming, yeah, I'm coming.
Mhm.
So we said no, we can be the alternative. The alternative is Joseph Boakai or the opposition bloc, opposition leadership.
Mhm.
But we cannot be the alternative 2023. Fast forward, few days to election, Costa somersaulted. We say we are is an injury.
What do you think? Even though this is a false analysis, what do you think is responsible? Was it the movement of Costa, who everybody knew to be somehow hypocritical about George Weah, who to, to a larger extent everybody knew Costa that in George Weah not to have a very unique relationship. Only last minute to the die minute of the elections, that was when we saw Costa pledging the support, and to the utmost surprise of many people who saw Costa pledging the support to George Weah. What do you think is responsible or was responsible for that?
Maybe Costa can experience it further.
Mhm.
But I'm told,
Some people attribute that to
I'm
be
told that Costa,
the influence of money probably they presented to Costa.
but Costa say you have $30 million.
Mhm.
Maybe the $30 million is for you to get $30 million, he needed to have supported we. And you say you have $30 million, and you say you have investor that came from Ghana, they met in Tina at I know Royal Grand Hotel or Boulevard Park. I think Royal Grand. I don't know. Yeah, I think that Tina blah blah blah. Maybe that's the factor. But we are saying Costa was egotistic.
Costa was equity. So okay, folks, we at for the present against time. There are other technical issues. there are other technical issues, so we would love to end the broadcast. So we have talked. Probably we will definitely reschedule another time to have Mohammed Tita Brito Collins,
Yeah.
a man who got into prominence based upon his participation or his involvement within the the COP, which is the Council of Patriots, organized organized by controversial talk show host Heron Foster. So we are here and we have been talking about a lot of the issues, both challenges at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. What are the vision? What do you see? What the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation moving on the new administrations of Mohammed Ali, who is currently the managing director and other issues. He since said that he support 100% the war and economic crime code to be established. He believes that is the only way we can end the quantum of impunity that has lasted for several years in our country. So those are all of issues we talk about. So we just go over to him. We will just go over to him to give his starting comment to us.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate the invite.
Mhm,
Um, our doors are open.
mhm,
You can count on us. You can invite us again.
mhm.
We hope you can receive similar invite from you again because we must continue talking until the conference level. We must continue engaging until we have better society. We will not always be aside. We will criticize our own regime. We will make necessary recommendations. We will do the needful thing. We will do say if the work goes wrong, we will chastise him and we will prepare recommendation. Like we deal with this issue. But in the end, it's you because not come all enemy of the state because we criticize and call for recommendation. But at the stands, we remain resolute and then compromise in the people for us for justice for yourself. Thank
Uh,
you for the my name is Mohammed Esquire, former UT of the Council of Petra, also the deputy coordinator for rescue mission social media, and also serving as receiving and issuing clerk award. So also a lawyer
one of the
for
portfolios.
Mo Ali at Water and Sewer. Thank you.
Right. So you just heard him. He beautifully tried to he tried to impose some level of attractive concluding statement within the pipeline while he was concluding. So many thanks to all of you who have been posted following this live broadcast. My name is King Lyndon Toba, and this is how we choose to come to an end of this presentation of the program Bush Eve in Liberia. Thank